Hi everyone, I'm Ken from CryptoTradingKS. If you're new, welcome, and welcome back, KS family. Our community's mission is to bring more kindness, integrity, and skill into the crypto space. And with that, let's run the numbers. Bitcoin currently down 2.83% to 37,095. Ethereum down 2.2% to 2546. When professional investors and traders look at a market like today, they see lots of red. This is the time to go bargain hunting. From my 30 plus years in financial markets, I explain the smart money mindset to assist you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, gaining real wealth in the process. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. Many members in our community are going through life pullbacks. If you're going through one, please know that our community's love and healing thoughts are with you. You're not alone. The sun will come out again, and there's always hope. Rule 781, Crypto Technical Analysis is a skill and it's a philosophy. The skills in terms of crypto technical analysis are the foundation skills of how to draw support and resistance lines, how to understand where the market is going, how to detect particular implosions and explosions in price. When we go through the foundation section of the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass, there are a lot of methods that you need to understand, a lot of foundations that you need in place before you can meaningfully look at charts. The next part of skill is to understand the overall trend. Where is the market headed? What is happening inside the markets? How is one market related to another market? These things are really, really important to understand. The next level of skill is to understand timing. When do you enter the market? What do you enter on? How do you find particular bargains? How do you find what is strong and what is not strong? But before you should place any order, you need to absolutely understand the concepts of real wealth. Real wealth is one thing that mystifies a lot of people. It takes many decades to understand that your mindset is the thing that makes you a profit or a loss, and this is a hard realization to come to. In real wealth, getting the mindset correct and turning your mindset into a diamond mind. Forget about diamond hands, they're not important. A diamond mind is, but it's also about integrity, decency, kindness, all the things that create wealth. Anybody can become rich, anybody can get lucky, but to actually keep your money is a very, very different set of skills. And that's what we're about as a community. The next level is the trigger section, and the trigger section is all about when to buy and when to sell. Most people want to gloss over the particular earlier areas. They're not really concerned about getting foundations. They're not concerned about getting the timing or the trend on the market. But the problem is those people will fail, and they will fail because they haven't built up their mindset to withstand or to facilitate success. It's really important when you're going through the masterclass to do each particular video just one at a time. Sometimes people think that they can hop over different things. There's nothing new, that is just revision. There's always something new, something hidden, always gems inside every single video. And every later video assumes that you've done the one before it. Please resist the temptation to jump ahead. It will only harm you, and it will harm your finances too. As a former lecturer in first and second year statistics, I take knowledge sharing really, really seriously, and being a former examiner, an international examiner, I do so always. I look at how people are progressing through, and I can understand how long people's take on every single lesson. If you're jumping around, please go back and just start with the foundations and move forward. The CryptoTradingKS Masterclass is a premium Rolls-Royce level masterclass on crypto technical analysis. If you would like to know, for example, you can find the link for the masterclass www.cryptotechnicalanalysis.org in the description of this video. If you'd like to see what different people have said about the masterclass and why I actually created it, you can just go to the testimonial section. You'll see that quite a few people have responded and shared how they've felt about the masterclass and the concept. I would like to explain also that the masterclass introduces pure crypto technical analysis. It's not rebadged stock market technical analysis or Forex technical analysis. It's designed specifically for the exponential nature of implosions and explosions in price that occur all the time in the crypto space. CTKS Ambassadors have the highest honor in crypto technical analysis. They have shown their dedication and commitment to crypto technical analysis in all its facets, especially the real wealth aspects of integrity, decency, and kindness. They embody CTA as a professional skill and also a kindness-based philosophy. I would very much like to honor the first group of CTKS ambassadors. And you can get in contact with any of these ambassadors by just clicking the button here. The link to the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass is on the description of this video, but you can reach it at www.cryptotechnicalanalysis.org. These ambassadors are very, very special people. They embody kindness and understanding and also skill just as an everyday facet of their life. And to make sure that you're reaching these particular ambassadors, I've put a little button here where you can click and go to their Twitter profiles. I would like to congratulate the Meditative Mind, Tales from the Man Cave, Flamingo Crypto, Martin Vecina, Beardy Day Crypto, Rudy, RC, Peter Stanton, Jason Rice, Badger, Edwin, Kerry Chambers, Buildy, Let Me Know Barry, and Dan. These ambassadors are very wonderful people, very kind people with great levels of integrity. They also have something really, really special. They have a particular coupon code that they can share with you so that you can get 80% off the masterclass price. Going to these particular people, you can just message them directly on Twitter. The ambassadors have also shown a great degree of commitment to the craft of crypto technical analysis. One thing that I would like to share with learners going through the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass, all of these foundations, what you learn in here is absolutely the largest update to candlestick pattern analysis that has occurred in hundreds and hundreds of years. Actually, it renders all of candlestick analysis patterns and particular dojis and all sorts of names fairly much redundant. I've simplified everything out and adapted it and improved it so that it actually can apply to crypto. And crypto has a very exponential nature. It's a lot of hard work to go through the foundations section. Please bear that in mind. But nothing is given free in this world. If you want a highly paid profession, for example, to be an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, anything like that, you do have to work hard, and this is no different. What I'm doing is effectively sharing over 30 years, 3 decades worth of experience in financial markets so that you can cut through all the fluff and get to the point really easily and really practically. I would like to explain just a little bit more about how important real wealth is. Real wealth is the cornerstone of crypto technical analysis. If people don't have real wealth, they cannot maintain what they create. It's just a sad fact of life. And more than 3 decades in the markets, I can see that real wealth is one of the most important things to ever be shared and ever be taught. For example, without real wealth, it is impossible to get to Zone 3 and Zone 4. Getting stuck in panic and blame is the path of most traders and investors who are just entering the market. They seek certainty under all conditions. Financial markets never ever give certainty. It's only with the guidance of real wealth that people can move out of Zone 1 and Zone 2, which are very, very high stress zones, into Zone 3. But Zone 3 requires a lot of patience and it requires a lot of rules. We also rest everything on probabilities, not certainties. We take advantage of volatility. Zone 3 is all about consistently making money, but Zone 4 is about enjoying life. I always talk about Jesse Livermore, the creator of day trading, an incredible genius in so many ways. At one stage, one of the richest people in the world, but Jesse Livermore committed suicide because he did not have meaning in his life. What is really scary is that two of his sons also committed suicide. Creating intergenerational wealth is really, really, really important. Understanding real wealth can protect family members. It's something that we need to do more of in this world. Getting to Zone 3 could literally save people's lives, and Zone 4 as well. When I appoint official CTKS ambassadors, they embody the concepts of real wealth. That is an absolute necessity. Anybody who wants to gloss over real wealth can never ever become an ambassador. Real wealth is so important. Making money, of course, is important, but it's not the only thing in life. For example, making money is just this small component of real wealth. Having integrity and decency, kindness, courage and honor, inner and outer peace, happiness, meaning and fulfillment, fearlessness, purpose, generosity, persistence, commitment. These are the things that create a positive excellence life trend. Without these components of real wealth, people may be rich, but they never will be wealthy. The problem with riches do definitely come and go, but wealth can be maintained intergenerationally, and it's all about an attitude. I would like to congratulate all the ambassadors. You're just wonderful people, and it's an absolute honor to know you as well. There will be more ambassadors coming, but please know the real wealth section of the masterclass is so critically important. Rule 45, no alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. We understand this rule really, really well. We can see right now Bitcoin's gravity is dragging the entire crypto market down with it. What do we see here? Where could this price actually end up? We can see that we're just slightly under this once support line, but is now turned to resistance. We should catch price around the 35,869 mark, potentially a little bit lower with this particular once resistance line, now a support line, around the 35,480 mark. And there's a quite strong level of support around the 35,000 mark. There is definitely a stronger support level at 34,178. But what happens in crypto? Crypto is so incredibly volatile. It can come down and then just shoot up, down and up. This is the nature of crypto. I believe what is happening here, we're certainly seeing very, very good positive momentum in price. There was always the possibility that we would get one last shakeout before we go higher. But why do I think one last shakeout? Isn't this thing just going to go down? Absolutely not. And why is that? It's because of Rule 4. Price moves in waves. Price is always moving in a wave. We've had a really, really long time moving down. We know and expect price is going to move in a wave up. It always happens inside every financial market. This rule is incredibly important. Without it, many people tend to sell at the bottom. There are many charts and graphs that I share inside the masterclass. I just wanted to show you something that I share in TM14. These are the stable coins. You can see USDT against USD here. You can see that, and the market capitalization of USDT below. We can see USDC versus Tether playing out here, BUSD versus Tether here, and DAI versus Tether, very spiky. And we can see the market capitalizations, corresponding ones for USDC, BUSD, and DAI. It's good to keep our eye on this. There's many things that are shared inside the masterclass that will never be shared on the public channel. That's mainly because there's so many foundations that are required, but this one I would love to definitely share with you. We can see USDT, Tether's balance coming down, but we notice that USDC's market capitalization is coming up, as well as Binance USD. And DAI is just a little bit of a flat line at the moment. Keeping our eye on these particular things can give us a little bit of an edge on what could potentially be happening with the market. You can see BUSD is starting to come down. You can watch and make associations with these things. It's yet another way we can gain a little bit of probability into what could be happening inside the crypto market. Masterclass students, you will receive my live chart in TM14. It's also good to do a little bit of analysis on how things play out on the weekends. TR16 introduced the concept of weekend action, and TM7 gives this particular indicator. What we actually notice here, this particular gold line is the NASDAQ, and we can see that there is a degree of directional correlation between the NASDAQ and Bitcoin, but not always. Sometimes the NASDAQ goes up, sometimes it harmonizes, sometimes it goes out of wonk, such as here. Just beware of these things. Sometimes people say that there is an absolute correlation. For example, as the stock market goes up, Bitcoin goes up. Oh, it didn't apply there, did it? As the stock market goes up, Bitcoin goes up. Didn't apply there either. So please be careful of what people say. There's another myth that weekend action, the institutions are just not home. They're just not there. Please don't believe this. Institutions love to play on the weekends. They don't do it often, but when they do it, they really do it. This shaded area is a weekend, and we can see this downward price momentum. This happened on the weekend. Be aware. This is what it's all about. Institutions love to change the rules on the retail mindset. I'll just make that a little bit easier for you to see. This is Saturday. In between Saturday and Sunday, on the 17th of April, we had a big institutional dump. This is really good stuff to understand. You can see that sometimes price will rally, sometimes it will consolidate. It can do all sorts of things on the weekend. It's really good to be aware of what can happen with weekend trading. We can see that we did a bit of an arch here. I would urge people to analyze the weekends. It's a really good thing to do. In the crypto market, just like in life, Rule 28 is a beautiful rule. Opportunities reset daily. There's always a chance to just live the life that you want to live, and it happens every morning. And for crypto, there are always opportunities inside the crypto market. Bitcoin and the entire crypto market has been coming down for 83 days. That's a really, really long time to sustain one negative downward price movement. We know Rule 4, price moves in waves. We know that this price needs to come up. It doesn't matter bull market, bear market, consolidation. Price will need to mean revert, and this is what happens over time. We can get black swans, and they can put a lot of pressure on the market, but just be aware, Price is always moving in a wave. Even when we have black swan events and they drive price down really, really low, that price will rebound very, very strongly. It always does so. It's a hallmark of all financial markets. We can see Ethereum is following Bitcoin's gravity down. We can also see Binance Coin following down. We've had a bit of a sell-off, but it's not like a capitulation event. For example, this long red area, that's a capitulation. You can see it more clearly with Ethereum, that big long red area. This is probably the final capitulation, but it doesn't mean we can't get some negative whipsaw price movement. That is what crypto is famous for. When we look at Solana is actually holding up relatively well. It's flatlining here. Looking at ADA, also flatlining. XRP doing the same. It's not moving too greatly. We can see, for example, Binance Coin has upward momentum, Solana horizontal momentum, and Ethereum upward momentum, Bitcoin upward momentum. This can give some indication as to what particular cryptos are strong or not, and strength fades in and out of the crypto market. It's really important to understand that as well. DOT has come down really significantly from around $54.80 to $17.75 right now, and we can see Luna has sold off dramatically. We always buy at support levels going down. This is because crypto is so volatile. We want to use that volatility for our advantage, and things can come down and then just take off, and they could take off when we're asleep. So the concept of buying in when things settle down is never a realistic strategy in crypto. That's a stock market and a forex market kind of ideology. Crypto is the market of implosions and explosions. They happen all the time, and it's not hard to see it. Let's just zoom in on Luna's price a little bit more. Back on the 26th of November, we saw Luna come up 86.06% and then literally drop in one 8-hour period nearly 30%, only to rally nearly 58% and then to drop down 23%, to rally again 28%. This is happening over a matter of days. Drop down 32%, come up nearly 100%, drop 21, up 15, drop 33, up 40, or nearly 41, down about 16, up about 15, then down nearly 38%, up 32%, and just current action down nearly 38%. When I say crypto is volatile, it's so volatile, but you can make advantage of this volatility by using and deploying your 10-5-10 funds. And you can see basic reductions in price of around 30% are very, very common, and they can go much deeper than that. One thing a lot of retail traders and investors think, price has come down so much, I should get out. I don't see it that way at all. I see when price comes down and things are really, really red, provided it's a really good project, and that is a critical issue, getting in at lower prices actually makes things more profitable and lowers your risk. And if we see, for example, price was to just come back up, so down 37.29, and then just coming back to around the same level there, that's literally a 59.51% increase in price. This is happening all the time in crypto, and it's really important to understand how these percentages play out. If you don't understand the up and down percentage makeup of the crypto market, you'll get continuously whipsawed and you will go out of phase with the market. Typically buying at the top and selling at the bottom. It's something that happens all the time in crypto because it's so incredibly volatile. Crypto requires a completely different mindset, and that is why the real wealth section is so absolutely critical to master. When I look at this negative price momentum inside Luna, I get really excited because we can buy at support levels down using the 10-5-10 fund. Professionals are not scared of falling prices. In fact, they're excited by them. It's quite unusual because if you think about it, a lot of people want to get a discount when they go out and buy something. They don't want to pay full price, but something happens inside markets. They want to pay more. What it means, for example, they may want to get into Axie Infinity because it's so green, and they might want to sell Luna or AVAX, Sol, BNB because they're so red. Potentially Uni as well. Get rid of the reds, buy the greens. But the problem with this is everything moves in a wave. It's green today and red tomorrow. That's why we always make in advance probabilistic choices. We know what we're going to do if price goes down, up, or sideways at all times. We don't just hold on to one strategy saying price must go up. We know what we will do under 3 scenarios: up, down, and sideways. This is a great way to leave zone 1 and zone 2 and get yourself into zone 3. And of course, it's all about staying there as well. Let's have a look at the community favorites. VRA, Veracity, is still under resistance following Bitcoin's fingerprint really well. We see Icon following Bitcoin's fingerprint as well. And we can see IOTA following Bitcoin's fingerprint. This is really important stuff. If you understand that Bitcoin's gravity will pull your alt either up or down or sideways, it's really vital that you understand that. That alone can make all the difference. Sushi is absolutely under resistance, but it's just following Bitcoin's fingerprint. We'll come back to Loopring in a tick. Phantom following Bitcoin's fingerprint, but we could see there was a diversion in Phantom's price. For example, Bitcoin's gravity was coming down. Phantom rallied. Now it's realigning with that gravity. This is really important to understand. When things dephase, they will always come back and rephase at some stage. Crypto.com has been doing really well. It got to the other side of this resistance. It's just doing a minor retest of that support. And what will happen to Crypto.com? The answer, Bitcoin will happen. If we know what Bitcoin is doing, we know what the crypto space is doing. That's why we spend so much time on it. When we look at reserve rights, RSR, yesterday we said it came down about 72.19%. When price actually comes back to that previous high, it will rally 259%. I put that in simply as a thing to show you when price comes down, the more it comes down, the more it goes up. And a lot of people say, I'll just hold, I won't add to this position. And in the stock market and Forex, that makes a lot of sense because there's leverage trading in the stock market and Forex. Why is that? Because the stock market and Forex have such small percentage movements, they need to load up on leverage. But when leverage is applied inside the crypto space, it can be disastrous because you can see crypto can move around so incredibly. Even in LRC, Loopring, we've seen an 83.2% decrease. When this particular crypto just regains that previous high, it will be nearly a 500% increase. Many people end up buying at the top, but they don't lower their average buy-in price. We are never a victim of FUD or FOMO inside our community. We just look at things and say we understand these percentage relationships. Buying when price has been really suppressed on good projects, that's a critical thing. We can say that it will turn around at some stage, and when it does, it generally explodes up, and things can get away from you very quickly in crypto. One of the fastest ways to stay in zone 1 and zone 2 is to actually leverage trade. And friends, don't let friends leverage trade, because it's literally a license to lose money, not make money. I'll just give you an indication. When you see all these liquidations, for example, longs liquidated 217.28 million, shorts liquidated 65.01 million, you can see that shorts and longs are liquidated every single day. It's not uncommon for people to actually hedge positions and get liquidated in both directions within 15 minutes and wipe their entire accounts out. Friends, don't let friends leverage trade. Please just buy at spot and sell at spot. It means that you can withstand anything. And if you just know the dynamics of crypto and how crypto moves around so incredibly because of its volatility, you can just stick with it. The other thing to note, crypto specific, when you have stop losses in the stock market and they need stop losses because they gear up, they actually hunt stops inside the crypto market. All of this violent behavior is always hunting a stop loss. That is the predominant action and predominant activity inside the crypto market. We know that, so we set our 10-5-10 levels down to various stopping positions, down to various levels of support and resistance. And it's really all about actually taking advantage of the volatility inside the crypto market. Without a focus on real wealth, a lot of the rules for successful investing and trading just cannot apply because the mindset is not there. Rule 18, patiently apply the 10-5-10 rule. 10-5-10 is a conceptual rule. It's all about understanding. If you had a crypto and it was worth 10 and it dropped by 50% down to 5 and then it came back to 10, you've just broken even. You've held throughout that. But if you do something different and apply the 10-5-10 rule, and you actually layered your buying in down to 5, what happens from 5 to 10 is 100% increase, 50% decrease, 100% increase. It's in your favor. And if it goes even lower, say 80%, 90%, it's even better on the way back up. That's why your chief risk management strategy is always to pick the right crypto in the first place. Another strategy is when you look across the crypto space, you always want to buy at a discount and you never, ever, ever go all in. All in is very, very retail thinking. All in means that you're not taking advantage of volatility. In fact, volatility will take advantage of you. I'd like to thank all the very kind and generous community members who've reached out and bought me a coffee on buymeacoffee.com/CryptoTradingKS. Thanks so much, everyone. I'd especially like to thank GK. Thanks for the video, Ken. You're always so calm and informative. Thank you for all you do. Thanks so much, GK. And from JB, thanks, Ken. Have a nice day, evening in Stockholm. Very nice. Thanks, JB. From Rudy, thank you so much for your daily updates on the markets, Ken. Thanks so much, Rudy. And Vicente, all the best for you and those you love. Thank you for your enormous effort. There are no words to express the gratitude we owe you. Wow, Vicente, that's so beautiful. Thank you, my friend. And to Badger, hi Ken, I just wanted to thank you for all your kind, generous hard work, teaching us the smart money, real wealth mindset. Finding your YouTube channel is like a breath of fresh air and a true deliverance from all the fear, uncertainty and doubt, the FUD and the FOMO, the fear of missing out, manipulation and misinformation out there in the cryptocurrency world. Your masterclass stands alone as the best out there by none. Thank you, Badger. That's really nice. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging us to become better each day. You're truly awesome and a real phenomenon. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you, Badger. I'm really humbled by your comments. I thought that what we could do in the comment section on YouTube is talk about patience and commitment. For example, if you wanted to be a doctor, could you just skip different lessons? You say, oh, I'll kind of learn this thing because that looks interesting. Oh, they're boring. I won't worry about those things. Would you be a good doctor if you went through your studies like that? Or for example, say you wanted to be an engineer and you went to a third of the classes and you didn't study outside. Would that work? Or if you wanted to be an architect, or you wanted to be a professional sports player of some type, would you have to go through the grind? Would you have to have the patience and the commitment? Actually, sports is a great analogy because we look at sports people, they go through the grind every single training session they have. They go back to basics. They do the exercises. They do what they need to do. They always, the coach there, makes sure that they've got the fundamentals in play, because if they don't have the foundations in play, they just can't bring out world-class performance. So please let me know what you think about patience and commitment and how it applies to success. I think that would be a fantastic discussion to have. Congratulations again to all our ambassadors. You're very wonderful people, and you've done so much in terms of your learning and your commitment and dedication. It should be rewarded, and that's what I'm all about. I want you to be more of a financial blessing to yourself and those you love, and gain real wealth in the process, and I want that for every single person inside our community. I hope you found the content useful. Please consider sharing and liking this video if you think it will help others. Thank you very much to our moderators for keeping our community safe from scammers. If you would like daily updates on price movements in the crypto market, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, please subscribe to YouTube. I've left helpful links in the description of this video, such as the link to the masterclass where you can find all the ambassadors. Please check out the ambassadors before engaging in any particular discount code. Just make sure they're legitimate. The ambassadors are legitimate, but the scammers like to have fun with people. So that's why I put the ambassadors on the particular section of the masterclass. If you would like that particular discount of the masterclass, please reach out to an ambassador that you trust or you know, and just engage with them. You're absolutely assured to get the right person because I put the link to those particular ambassadors on the CryptoTradingKS Masterclass. It's just here at www.cryptotechnicalanalysis.org, and you just go to the ambassadors page, and then you can just go into the particular ambassador that you know and just talk with them. They will look after you. Please remember, crypto is volatile. Always prepare yourself for the best and worst case scenarios. Reality will likely be between them. Stay safe out there, my friends. Take care and see you next time. Bye for now.